Hey there, my name's Chris Abraham, and I am attempting to record my first bag review. I've been what I call a bag hag or a bag nerd for a really long time, and I've never done a review. And I think that was because years ago Google demonetized me, but I was able to figure out how to get my monetization back. And I also bought this weird necklace thingy in an attempt to take a halfway decent video with that, by able to use my two hands. And here I am at Walter Reed Community Park at a picnic table, and I am here with my Goruck, my current EDC bag, Goruck 21 liters, GR1. And I'm going to tell you about it, and I'm going to show you what I carry on my days. I'm an SEO specialist, so all I really need is a phone, a headset, and a computer, and you'll be surprised about the computer I use. But everything fits in here, and what doesn't fit in here I wear on my chest in the form of a Hill People Gear Recon Kit Bag Snubby in beautiful blue. And as my headset, I use a Blue Parrot B250 XTS trucker headset, because it's got infinite battery, great situational awareness based on only having one ear thing, and pretty much I only listen to podcasts, so it's perfect for calls. It's noise reduction. It's cheap because I can find refurbished ones for like 20 or 30 bucks, and this particular one uses micro USB, so it's pretty convenient. All right, let's take a look. All right, I have a no agenda show morale patch on it, but here's what it looks without that. And this is a GR1. I bought this, I think, off of Mercari, used, and as you'll see, it's a Goruck GR1 with the associated lifetime guarantee. Here, while I usually wear it around my chest, is my Hill People Gear recent acquisition, because everybody looks at me with bags like this and thinks I'm some sort of Northern Virginia military vet or some sort of thing. I don't want stolen valor. I don't want to be considered to be a LARPer or some phony. I've never been in the service, so I bought it in pretty blue. I only use these things for my my gooder shades. So when I'm not using my glasses, I hook them in there. Inside this, I just pretty much carry a microphone, which I use for my podcast that I am not doing at the moment. This is my dead mom's leather key pouch, and from Levenger. And the only reason I use it is because keys tend to really, if you will, scratch things up. So I just keep them in there so they don't scratch things up. In here I also, this is like WP is the brand, and I keep my stuff in there, and it's really, really convenient. And my wallet, and I also keep my phone in there, but I'm using my phone currently, so I apologize if this thing is wiggling around. I might choose a better solution down the road, or hit something on YouTube that will try to stabilize it, or I might end up getting a clamp or some sort of tripod. This is a sort of a beta test, a live beta test. So, and then what else do I have in here? I have generally a floppy hat. This one is by really super cheap by Galante or Galant on Amazon. And this is Woodland Camo, which is the era I'm from. It's just, I use it basically to wick sweat and protect from the sun, mostly to wick sweat. I also carry in here a towel. I mean, after reading Hitchhiker's Guide, who wouldn't carry a towel? And the best towel I found on Amazon just happens to be totally branded by Gatorade. So I carry this towel just to wipe sweat, or if I've done something stupid like bought a salad from Giant Salad Bar and it starts leaking everywhere, I use this. And inside of here, I have my business cards in a Lost Dutchman leather thingy bob, which is brand new because I didn't know people still wanted cards, but people have been asking. I keep lots and lots of Swivel Stick Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Lip Balm. I have an extra pair of Gooder sunglasses in there. I just happen to have a Fitbit Zip. I use that on my treadmill at home. And I have a lot of my favorite Bic 1.6 millimeter crystal ballpoint pens. That's all I have in there. So let me move some of these things out of the way. I don't know, I used to use over-the-shoulder bags, but I've been doing a lot more walking, and instead of just calling it walking, I've decided to call it rucking, and so I've fallen for the branding studliness cult of Goruck and rucking. And so I tried several other brands because these brands are expensive, and I also bought a Rucker 4. But to be honest, all those things look really militaristic, and I live in the Communist Republic, Socialist Republic of Arlington, and I like walking in the district, and I don't like it when people like look at my chest and believe it's, some sort of plate carrier, or look at my bag and think it's some sort of, Alice pack of sorts. So I just decided to go blue. Blue's a pretty, in here, all I have is a buttload of paper napkins and apparently a plastic knife. It's convenient, and I don't like wasting them. I wouldn't throw, I wouldn't throw it into, the garbage when people, you order something and people give you paper. The beautiful thing about Goruck bags is that they're completely clamshell. So here's how I have mine set up. In here, I carry all the plugs I could ever need. I have USB-C. I have a wall plug with USB and USB-C. I've got USB micro, USB C, USB mini or whatever, like all of them, all the ones that I need every day. Sometimes there's doubles, sometimes there's backups. I just lose them and so forth. I just throw them in here. It's really convenient. Secondly, I think this is a Gr1 pouch or Gr2 pouch, and the one that I could find that was available was in Tiger Stripe, and I really like Tiger Stripe. And I'm a master mason and a 32 degree Scottish Rite Mason, so I thought in my bag I would represent. That's a very pretty patch, and it's just mollied in there, so it's attached. It's attached back there, so it's kind of got a quasi-permanence. And in here, I have 2 journals, one for September and one for this month, August. And I've got more pens, and I've got an extra folding fork knife corkscrew thing, more lip balm. I don't know if I have anything in here. I really haven't moved in, and that's primarily because I have this, which is what's the brand name? Alpaca? It's an Alpaca brand admin pouch or shoulder pouch or whatever. Like it came with the ability to make this into a shoulder pouch or a crossbody pouch or whatever. But this is where I keep most everything that I need. I'll go into that in a second. Then I have a clean canteen. This is empty, and I usually, wherever I'm at, I have them fill it up at my cafe or whatnot. It's really great brand. I'm really enjoying it. This is a 32 ounce, but I also have a 64 ounce, and I really like it. I always have it's just a coincidence that this is blue. This is a small Repel Umbrella. I recently bought a solid wooden baton in order to just have something to defend myself with if I ever am in a need to fight. This is never going to use it, but it's a pretty heavy piece of wood, completely innocuous, and fits right there. And then there's of course, I'll show you my laptop in a second. Next, there is this Alpaca bag, and in here I have a wee little paper bright or whatever it's called. That's just an advertisement. I'm not into these kinds of things, but I keep this with me all the time in case I want to read. Then in here, I've got the charger for my Lenovo. I've got an Anchor plug, which is also a battery. It's pretty cool. I have another Anchor wireless charging point that has, I need both regular USB and USB Type-C. As a default, I only get those. I have the install thumb drive for Linux Mint or Mint Linux or whatever it is. That's my main OS for the box that I have, laptop that I have in this bag. Nothing in here. More lip balms because I'm obsessed. Even more lip balms than that. Here I have a Langwall La Guiole folding knife with it's a beautiful thing. Bought it in Paris. Thank you, Betsy, for buying it for my birthday. It's got a gorgeous wine opener and a beautiful blade. And supposedly, if you put this in the ground, there's a little cross that you can pray to. Yeah, a little cross, and you can be like, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name," and all that other fun stuff. So I keep that beautiful thing in my bag. And then Right here, I keep another one of those folding camping utensils, and that's it. I actually usually keep in addition, I keep a reusable grocery bag in here. I keep from whether it's one of those macrame French ones or whether it's one of those nylon stuff ones or whatever. I generally do that, but I went grocery shopping yesterday and it didn't make it into the bag. All right, and then in the back there is the hidden laptop compartment. So in the hidden laptop compartment, it fits perfectly. My Lenovo 2012, 2013 era, 2011, 2012 era X220 with Linux Mint Linux on it. And that's it. That's what I carry. I really like the bag though. It, like I said, it's built super tough. It doesn't have all the pouches and so forth that the Rucker does, and it doesn't have the different handles on the top or bottom. But if you'll see, everything is really extremely well made. Even with these extra in these box sews, there's extra sewing on the outside here, which indicates that there's an expectation of a lot of torque and a lot of force. In every way, it's over-designed and overbuilt. In here, there's a pass-through with the hardest Velcro ever. So you can put a hydration bladder in there. And if this weren't here, okay, it's a Goruck GR2 field bag. So it's not the GR1, it's a GR2 field bag. The reason why I have two of those camping utensils is because, like I said, I'll take one out to wash it and forget to put it in, and I just don't like using disposable utensils. Like if I go to Giant and buy a salad, I know it's in a plastic box and all that stuff, but any kind of takeout or whatever, I like having my own utensils. They're also less flimsy and all that other kind of thing. And finally, you can't see it in here, but there is a pocket. So technically, like if you go to Goruck, you can buy, for that area I put the laptop, you can buy a ballistic plate that would make your backpack bulletproof. I don't know whether it's just for handguns or whether it's also for 223 or 308 or whatever, but that would render that pocket useless for a laptop. You can fit, you can totally fit your laptop into that pocket instead and use that space if you decide that you want to make your Gr1 backpack that's actually tactical and tactifunctional. If you want to make that bulletproof, you can still carry your laptop. Just realize that it limits the usage of your bag. Like it takes up vertical space, and the only downside of this bag at all, well, there's two things. First of all, when it arrives, it's extremely tight and over-designed, and the shoulder pads are really stiff, and everything is really stiff. The zippers are really stiff. Everything is really stiff. But as you work it in, it becomes much more compliant, and I can stuff more things into here as I use it and as it loosens up. But you'll notice that it's a very shallow bag. The GR2 is doubly deep, and but I like the fact that this is first of all, I'm 6'3", and so it's pretty high on my back. I also have a radio ruck, which I will be sharing with you later, but it's very close to your back. The one thing I hate about backpacks is when people are in like airplanes and they bump into you with these frickin' super deep bags and they forget that they have a hump on their back and they turn and knock things over like a bunch of idiots. Well, the thinness of this bag means that I'm probably not going to interfere in other people's realities unless I want to. So it's shallow, it's durable. There's no things built into it like handles or drainage holes. You would have to go to Scars, which is Goruck's customization subdivision, where you can have things like, you know, side handles, bottom handles, and so forth built in. I might eventually do that if I get a Goruck 26 liter. This is a 21 liter. I might get a 26, what's called a slick, which means it's it doesn't have any of these molly webbing or even the molly webbing on the shoulders, and as a result, it's just perfectly flat here. Just Cordura. I think this is 100 denier Cordura. I'm pretty sure. It might be 500. I'm not 100% sure. I bought this used off of Mercari for $200, and I love it. It's my EDC now. I use it for everything. I can't wait till it gets more beat up. I walk everywhere with it. I gave up my car. I don't know if I'd use this for bicycling, and I'm still considering whether or not I want to add a chest strap. Since I only use this for a very limited amount of stuff, like there is the pile. I dare say that I probably won't need a chest strap unless I decide to put, you know, a 20 or 30 pound plate in there, like and make this a super heavy EDC. I have a 20 pound plate in my 10 liter Goruck Bullet, and it's really funny because if someone wanted to steal the bag, let's say I left it by my chair, it's the best way of preventing stealing, because someone comes to steal your backpack and they encounter 20 or 30 extra pounds. It's extremely amusing. In fact, after this recording, I think I might order a 30-pound plate from Goruck and add it in there as sort of a permanent thing, just to dissuade anybody from stealing stuff. And, you know, I assume that a plate is probably bulletproof as well. I mean, at least bullet discouraging. Maybe a 30-pound GR1 compatible plate can be my workout and my danger plate as well. Anyway, if you have any questions, I'd love your feedback. I know this is kind of kludgy, and it isn't sexy, and it isn't professional, and it's very amateurish, and it's not scripted, and I just sort of went on and on and on, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do this for all my bags, and if there seems to be interest, I will even go back to the same bags I did originally and increase production value. Right now, I'm just seeing if anybody has any interest in my reviews. I love this color. If I could have invented a color of a bag, it would be this. One thing I noticed about this that I like is that if you'll notice, this pull is in coyote tan, which coyote brown or coyote tan, which I think is funny about their thoughtfulness and like their contrasting colors and so forth. I really like that. So most of the time when I use it, I put it on my lap, and then I open it all the way, so I have direct access, you know, to the things that I'm using. And in that sort of way, if I'm going to just try to access things very quickly, I'm going to zip it up. I'm going to unzip it a little bit, like that. And I have access to this. And the reasons why I added this as well is because, like, you know, the kind of thing is that, generally speaking, generally speaking, which is completely imperfect as to what I'm trying to do right now. Play it cool, Abraham. It's all good. If anybody's still talking, still visiting, so I leave this open as well so that I can get to, you know, things like journals and lip balms and pens and so forth. So if I'm not working and not opening up like clamshells, I access this, which has pens and lip balms, and then I can access this. So it makes it useful just if I'm in the car, or if I'm on a metro, or if I'm in someplace crowded and I don't have room to open the entire thing. I can go, my quick go-tos are here. I love Tiger Stripe. I want to get a Tiger Stripe bag, but I don't know how people respond to sexy colors like that. I've seen a GR1 26 liter that's in woodland camo, like this hat, and I desperately want it, but I don't know, maybe playing the gray man is the best way to be in my life. Please like and subscribe and make some comments. You're welcome to make fun of me, give me some attaboys, recommend what I should do next time. Tell me if this necklace-based filmography, like literally, it's like I'm like wearing what is it? A Samsung S22 Ultra Plus around my neck, like it's some sort of necklace. So if it's working for you, and if it works, or if it's too bouncy or jouncy, or if it's too close to my talking face, please let me know, and I'll set something else out, like one of those monopods that have the, you know, clips, so I can connect it to the table here like a clippy. Otherwise, I will try to do another one sometime soon with another bag, maybe the radio ruck, and then some duffels and all that other kind of stuff. And for each one, I'm going to pack them up as if I'm going to be using them for the day. So you'll probably be seeing a lot of this guy and the other types of things. So mahalo, merci beaucoup, danke, and dankjewel, and gracias. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.